Hi y'all, I'm out here in the middle of our family farm, and I thought I'd do a video just touching on what our goals are with YouTube in our farm operation. I have 3 points that I kind of wanted to go over. They include why we started YouTube, what our goals for you guys, the viewers, are, and what our goals for our family, our farm operation, is through YouTube. Alright, just bear with me as I go through this. I did write some of my thoughts down on a paper, but we'll see how this goes. First of all, why we started. The main reason that we started was to document our farm and to educate non-farmers, people that don't know what farming is about, and just kind of give a brief overview what life is on the farm. We also started it because it does give us an extra income. You know, we are a first-generation farm family. It's always difficult for us to make ends meet at times, and this just gives us a little extra money that we can use for necessary items if we need to. Now, I know you guys, a lot of you know, we do have 2 channels. We have the Farming Life and we have ELM Custom Harvesting, and there is a reason for this. Here on our farm, we only use our cell phones to do YouTube, to access the internet, and to do anything internet-based. So, and to run our business. So as a result of this, each of us have our own personal cell phones, so it's easier to set up our own personal Google accounts and YouTube accounts using each cell phone. Since I work 4 days a week and my husband is here on the farm, it's easier for him to upload videos and to leave comments on the videos that I post. The other reason that we started ELM Custom Harvesting is for our oldest son. He's really into farming, he loves farming, and we thought it'd be a good way for him to get a jump start on a channel. Since you can't start it until you're 18, my husband thought he'd start it for him and then hand it over to him if he wants to take over it when he turns 18. So that's just a basic overview of why we started our channel. And please leave your comments in the comments below if you have any other questions about that. Now I'd like to go on to what our goals are for our viewers. We realize that there are going to be many new subscribers each and every week. We're growing fairly quickly. The bugs are bad out here. And so some of our videos may be repeated as the year goes on, from year to year. This is merely just to keep each of our new subscribers up to date on different processes that we use here on the farm. For instance, we've done a few on the last eject bale. We keep getting questions on it, so rather than pointing our viewers back to previous videos or trying to, you know, provide links for those, we'll just do another video on that. We like to show how our farm operation is different from the standard farm operation because we come from a different background than second-generation farmers, third-generation farmers. Not saying that they're bad. We just have a different perspective and a different outlook on that. And maybe different ideas of what we think may work because we haven't had parents or grandparents that can show us or teach us what to do. And that's kind of where you guys come in too. We do listen to your suggestions and comments on what we could do better, but I'll go into that more in depth in the third point. Our videos are based on the reality of our operation. We don't do much editing. It's raw footage here on the farm. It's real life. And every once in a while we will make a special video, or my father-in-law will come up and use his, or my father will come up and use his drone, and we'll get some footage that way. But mostly it's just using a standard cell phone and trying to document some of the operations here on the farm and what our daily life is like on the farm. We are a family-friendly channel. there are a lot of young viewers. I mean, under the age of 10. I know of quite a few just personally that watch these videos that we put up. So we do like to keep our videos clean. We would also like to keep our comments clean. We've asked you guys to keep your comments clean, and we try to go through them and make sure that they stay clean as far as language and content. Now, that being said, feel free to voice your opinions. Feel free to voice your concerns, but do it in a clean manner. That's kind of one of our expectations of you guys. We are here to educate. We like to keep it educational and keep it real. This is real life on a farm, non-edited life on a farm. And we try to keep things safe, we try to keep them real, and keep them fun. We're not CNN or HBO. We're real life, real TV, not edited. Now, I know I said that you can feel free to voice your opinions and concerns, but let's be real. I think anybody who has their family attacked or their farm attacked in a malicious manner will get a little defensive. So beware if you do that. We might get a little defensive about what you said or how you said it. Feel free to voice your concerns, your opinions, but don't do it maliciously. I mean, we're people too, and you know, we're not out here to hurt anybody's feelings, and I hope you guys aren't out to hurt people's feelings as well. You know, the internet is a big place, and it's easy to attack people when you're not face to face. But if you wouldn't say it to my face, or to my husband's face, or to my kid's face, then don't say it on here. So I kind of got into this a little bit. Our goals for our operation and our personal goals with YouTube. Like I said, we are a first-generation farm. My parents were blue-collar workers. My mom was a gym teacher, health teacher. My dad is in sales. My husband's mother is in a multi-marketing, and his father was in rentals and stuff like that. So neither of them came from farm backgrounds. We didn't inherit a farm from anybody, and we kind of just struck out on our own. All hard work. That's why we farm tobacco, for one reason. That gives us a little bit more income. It's hard work. But back to the whole first-generation farm thing. We're a first-generation farm, so we're trying to make a go of it. And as a result of that, we may make videos asking for advice on different operations here on the farm. I know there's a lot of you farmers out there that are watching these videos, and we value your opinion. We value your education and wisdom in the farming. You know, you guys have gone through a lot more experiences in farming than we have, and we'd like to tap into that knowledge. So we may make videos asking for advice on different operations here on the farm. This is also a way for us to look back at where we've been, back through the years, and just see where we made mistakes, where we can improve, what we did good, how we can change things and how we can improve for the next year. It's also a way for our kids to look back on memories that they have made, on the farm life that they grew up with. You know, in the past, people have made albums, photo albums. This is kind of our way of making an album, making a videography, may you have it, of our farm, of our family, so our kids can look back and see some of the memories that they made as children and growing up here on the farm. So all that being said, I'd like to kind of recap a little bit and just kind of go looking into the future on what we see here in YouTube. The most recent video that we did, the cycle of the farm with the manure going to the fields to feed the cattle, that type of thing. We're going to do more videos of that nature. Maybe you know, how the cycle of corn on the farm, or rotation of crops, and just different cycles here on the farm. What all goes into growing a crop, baling hay, making alfalfa, that kind of stuff. So if that being said, if there's anything that you guys would like to learn more about in farming, feel free to leave your comments again down below, and we will look through those. We may not get to them right away. It is a busy time of year. As many of you know, I have a off the farm job as well. I am a nurse, so it keeps me really busy. And the farmer is kept really busy by watching the kids. The kids stay here with him on the farm each and every day that I'm not here. So it does keep us busy, but we'd like to keep you guys in the loop as well. So leave your comments. We'll get to them. It might not be right away. It might be, you know, a year down the road, but we will keep those ideas in the back of our minds, and keep them and actually make a video on them sometime. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not what our typical videos are, but I thought that I really needed to sit down and just have a little chat and just explain why we're doing what we're doing on YouTube. We will put, you know, several videos out in a day sometimes, depending on what's going on here on the farm. And that's just because we want to get them out. We don't want to keep them in our phones. We want to get them out to you guys in a real time to our operation. So thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and I hope you enjoy what we're putting out here.